Hey everyone, welcome back here to my channel where I play games. My name is Nisse and I simply just love playing games. I'm just checking the sound today. It seems like it's working. It seems like it's going through. And yeah, let's get into the game just looking at all of the buttons here, and the sound also seems we have the PC sound there. Wait. Can I do like this? Yay! And I can see both sounds. So both my sound and the computer sound seems to be going through. Because sometimes the animals see something and you want to hear it or something like that. So that's nice. Ooh, we have 4 people watching today. Hello everybody, and yeah. If you do not know my main channel, I have a main channel where I play Zoo, which is what we're gonna play today. Normally I make speed builds over there where I try to educate myself and others about the beautiful animals around the world. And I look at all of the beautiful modded animals that are currently available for Planet Zoo. And to showcase those animals better, I simply want to build some habitats for different biomes so they are ready for me just plopping in the mods and showing them off. Last time we made this rockety, deserty place, and I want to go a little bit different route today. So we're gonna make a tropical forest. I'm not going all into biomes because, for instance, we could both make a temperate forest, but also a temperate like desert, not desert, but like a scrubland or a drier area or something like that. So I'm not sticking too particular with the biomes just because we're building tropical forest today. Doesn't mean that we won't have another tropical habitat. I do think that we will put it over here because most habitats like the desert would really like the sun to shine in because it is a forest and a lot of the plants will block out the light. I figure it doesn't matter the sun, so we will just drop it over here instead. So I have an idea, like a rough idea. That's probably how I go into most of my builds. So I want to stay with this in between because I don't want some blocky finch in between. So I want this still, but on this side I want water down there, and then I want a waterfall from the habitat, a stream through the middle of the habitat, and then another waterfall in the background of the habitat, just to make it more difficult for myself. So how deep do we want this? I want this maybe 7 wide and 8 high. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go for. And then, of course, remember to minus it. We press X to get that idea. And I want it to be, again, so we have this nice in-between area. I think around here would be fine. again, we will have some plants in between, so it's not too important that it's perfect. And once again, remember that rather take away too much dirt, because I can just cover it with stones later. It will not be an issue. Should that be the straight part? Oh, it's already bigger than the other, so that's great. So we're gonna twist it a little bit. And try to, and it's this angle in here I'm looking at currently to line it up with, which seems to be here. Twist it a little more. And line it up with this angle again. It doesn't need to be as perfect as the other. Again, the other wasn't perfect either. I do not work with perfect in general. But because you fill it up with water, then these things down here won't become an issue. So we're just gonna continue that. Oh, what did we just do there? Aha! Control set. And now we are off angle, which I don't like. So we're just gonna put it here. X. But maybe we could use this to like get an idea about where we want the angle to stop. If I wanted to go around and end up here, can we make that happen? Probably. If I put it like this, it goes here. Besides the fact that we need to do like here again to line it up to this particular corner. And here you can see it goes a bit straight, so all of this would be too straight, so I want it to be more like rounded outwards. To do that, I just put this one a little more outwards, and there we go. And then I should be able to line the last up in here and just go between those two. And now is the hard part, where I now need to line it up not to one of them but both corners, which I think I can manage like that. Again, it's not the most wonderful, perfect thing ever, but it's good enough so we can take off the rock places in other ways. I think that's more than deep enough, but again, I want that work area to be available for me, so that's what we're working with. So we do the same over here. Maybe I want this to be a little smaller circle. When you round thing, you kind of make a circle. A real bad circle in this case, but I want it to be a smaller angle around, so I need to bend it a little more over here. And of course, these, if you really want everything to be perfect, you can just control Z, try again and try again and try again. For me, it can become too much to make it really perfect. Because I will always find something afterwards, maybe not today, but I will find something at some point that's not perfect. And then if I really use like a million hours on making it perfect, then I will just break my brain on it. And I do not want that. Okay. So next thing is that I actually want to cheat a little bit. I have this idea that I want a waterfall here and I want a waterfall here. It's the easiest to make it on straight parts. And then they will go in and meet here and then backwards, and then we will have the waterfall somewhere up here. So I'll put these in. I don't want it to be as deep, of course. Just to what's called a right click the button, because if you have done any of this, then right click and it's back to straight, and it will always line up with these lines out here. Okay. So as you can see here, I actually go and break it down here. But if I do this, then I will have an issue in a minute. So I make this like this, I guess. And then I want this one over here to be smaller, I think. Just to show my point here, I put in water here. And now we have water all around. This is not a waterfall. If I put water here, then we don't have water here. So that's the next step we need to fix. I only want to have like this water in here. Again, we only have 2 meters between this and that. But the water will not flow from here. It will flow from up here. That's the plan, at least. So we're gonna go in here. And you're gonna go for the glass. And then over in your right corner menu, you can choose. I'm taking the game sound down a smidge so the music isn't too loud. I don't want to yell over it. Anyways, we're gonna take the clear glass, and then over in the menu we have a few options. We can of course make the curved glass or the straight glass. You want the straight one for this, because making the water look like it's actually flows over is so much easier if it's straight. But behind that, you can go into height mode, and you have different variations. You have the standard, which is undulation, I think it's called. It's this one. So you can see here, the poles will always have the same height. So if you go uphill, the pole will just lift up and you get this uneven top. Almost never use that one. Almost. There's a few things. Then you can go with flat top, which would do this. And then you can see here, it makes the pole shorter to make it fit with the area. However, the pole cannot be less than a meter, and that's gonna screw us over. Because if I then do this, just to show, put in water, and then try to lower it, then I end up with this, and that's not what I want. There's a time and a place where I really enjoy building those, but for instance, the last one, which is flat top and editable button, which is the ones we're gonna use today, which you can see here, it will just cut through. However, if you, for instance, want a barrier... Okay, I never seen this happen like this, though. But as you can see, it have a hard time figuring out how things work, because, again, the fence is down in the ground, so should the the door be in the ground. So that can give you some issues. In some cases, you can also have issues, for instance, if you place something up here and it doesn't always want to work there. Well, now it does, so I'm lucky today. But because we use this variation of it, and again, you need to do it. Now, it will do it nicely down there in a way, but that's not what I want. So I'm gonna do this because I only want a single piece of plastic, and then I'm gonna cut it to up here. I want to use the line so it reaches the highest point, but not too much besides that. You can pull it longer out here, that's not an issue. But if you pull it in here, you will have issues. And it will be harder to do later. Now, one may think that it's an idea now to do this. And it could be. But the thing is that the water in the game will not allow that. It simply will not allow that. You can see it combines the water. Then you can put it like a little smidge higher. And it will not allow that. There's a few reasons. Right now, I think we actually have an air bubble down here, which we do not want that either. So just to make it even more secure, this one, I'm gonna delete it. And again, you don't have to do this way, but you can do it this way. Because at this point, I'm pretty goddamn sure that we have no air bubbles or anything like that down there. And again, I want it to be as close out here as possible, but I need to make sure that it's at the highest point. If I placed it down here, then the water would be able to squeeze in. Anyway, I'm just gonna put it down here again. Now we just pretend we want it there. And I'm gonna put in water. And it's still gonna cheat me. Not sure why it's cheating me right now. And honestly, maybe I am too far here. I'm just gonna... There. That's the water I want, so I can have the water out here that I want. And then we can go in here now and lower this. And it will simply tell you where to stop. And it's not perfect because you will still have these. You will still have that centimeter in there, maybe a couple of centimeters. But it's in my mind, the way I see it, the best way possible of doing so. Then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So I'm gonna remove the water out here just so I can get access to it. You can also see here, it's like the line here is not straight, so that may also be why I had an issue with it. And again, the fencing in the game is almost as frustrating as the pathing system, so it's not perfect. But when you learn these smaller things to work around them, you will get a much bigger game, if you ask me. Later. Ah, damn it. Sorry. Okay, so this is what I want. But I cannot build the rest of the habitat now because I cannot get in there. I want to get in there and work. So therefore I need to remove the water again. But now I know this can work. Now I know I don't have to do too much in here. What I then want to do is I use flatten to foundation. I do not want to continue with the stamp. Basically because it will give me issues later. So I want to do this. So we have the big stream here, and then I'm gonna change the thingy to 2, which still may be a little more than I wanna. No, it's fine, it's perfect. Again, I'm not too particular about this. I just want it to look good at the end. It doesn't need to be good all the way to the end, just good at the end. Yeah, I think I said what I wanted. Okay. So now I want this. And now I'm gonna cheat again. Or not. I don't think this is cheating. But I want a straight back line. I want a little rounded water area in here, but I want a straight back line again to make it easier to myself to make the waterfall. So I do this and then go back to the flatten to terrain tool and I go in here. Then I do use this tool. And I will use this quickly some places and then some other places. For instance, here I want this to be small, but if I do this too much, you can see at this time I start to lifting the button, and I don't want that too much. And I need to be aware, because of the way I want to utilize this habitat, I need to be very much aware of the fact that it will have both climbers and land goers and different kinds of animals in here. And I need to make sure that, for instance, if you can climb but not swim, can you still get over here in some way? If you cannot climb and not swim, can you still get around it? So I need to be very aware of that. In here, I don't need to be too particular, because I think here in the middle we will have some rocks to split that off. But then out here I can make it softer. And that also makes it easier for the animals to get through. And again, I do not go too close here. Make this a little bit bigger. I go to a 4, so you can see now it grabs a bigger part and make it even softer, which I want on this side. And the same over here, but again, I don't get too close to the glass barrier because I don't want to mess that up. And we just soften it out. And again, I try not to get too close to the straight line here, because I want to use that straight line. That's why I build it. So just to make a check, I go to barrier again, lift these up, because again, the water will not agree with staying up there, even though it was there a minute ago. But that's how the games works. And everything's perfect. Great. Then I delete the water. I just leave the barrier up for now, because otherwise I would have to pull them up again next time. So I take this tool, and then I do... Again, if I didn't have it straight before, I could use this to make it straighter now. I go to hide, and then I just try to visualize from out here how high would I want it. I'm not gonna state what it looks like. I think we're gonna go for 15. Yeah. I wanted to take from down here, because if I went and do like this, you can see the button may have some issues. So I'd rather put it, make it too high, and then just pull it down like that. Think around there. I would like to be over the tree, so you just have the mountain-esque in the background. And I think the guest is gonna be around here, so I think it's great. And then I just, very, very basic, pull this over. Now, this will not be the end of the habitat, but it will cover the end of the habitat. So I go to around there, and then I pull this a little bit backward here. Not a lot, just a little. And then I'm gonna pull it down here to do the same. Just to get that that angle in there. And try to see when it's straight. Again, this part doesn't need to be perfect, but I'm me, so. Okay, so I pulled this up. And now I want to get the top up here. And 4 meters is the least it needs to be, which I'm not a fan of, but it's what it is. You know what, guys? I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna make it bigger. And then I'm gonna pull it all the way here. to make that straight also. And go over here and do the same. Okay. There, and then a Schmitz there, and there. Okay. So down here we will have the barrier. It will be here. But then I want the waterfall, of course. Not that one. This way. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna change it to minus, and because it's still 4, I know if I put it all the way through, then I will get that. Don't want that, I want this, I think. So we're gonna put up here, and it will basically just be a reservoir, but it will look like like the water area that the lake falls down from. And for now, I'm just making a square, basically. You can make it round, you can make it what you want. But the thing is, if you use flattened to terrain instead of this, you may run into some issues. Basically with the fact that it doesn't like... flattened terrain needs at least a certain amount of terrain, so it may make the button thicker, and I don't want that. Okay, then I need to check if I level this. You can see here it will only level to there. It will not level to the top. And then I have a choice. I can make it lower or I can make it higher. That's basically what I can do. Or I can make... I'm gonna do something else. Because I had 2 choices and I'm not gonna go with either of them. So we're gonna go with this. Just pulling this over here. Maybe a little wider. I think that's good. There. And then go in here again with the same glass barrier. Same settings. Well, gonna try that again. But the thing is, out here, I cannot get it through here. It needs to be in here. But again, I want it to be as close to the outside here as possible. But if I do this here, you can see we do not line up perfectly. We do not line up. So I'm gonna trim the top. To make it just... I want a tiny bump on it, but not a whole lot. And again, I need to check afterwards if I could make the white bigger to make it go a little faster. Okay. Then we're gonna try with the barrier again. Going to the... Making it a bit higher, just so I can see what I'm doing. Taking the end to the highest point over here. That end to the highest point over here. But still as close to me as possible. And then we hope, we pray to God, and we hope that it will work. And it does. So... now we have all the water we want. Now it's time to start building the habitat around it. So a few things. I want the animals to be able to go through here. I think the background here, I'm gonna cover that with stone, so therefore I don't need to put ground in here. Do I need to put ground in here? No, that will also be stone. So therefore I do not technically need any more right now. Yes. I'm just trying to figure out if I will need to move the water again. Water, you need to put that in the beginning if you ask me to get a layout. But you need to remove it again a few times if you aren't careful. Now, I'm pretty sure that I won't have to move it again. So I can just do this. I feel pretty comfortable that it's placed where it should be. But again, you never know. Then we want a barrier, and I'm actually gonna go with the concrete one, which is normally not the one I'm going for. Oh, shoe. Forgot that was marked. Just gonna go down here and go for the concrete. And why do I go for the concrete? Very, very simple. Because the kids cannot see it. Gonna make it a little higher. So it just goes up here, you can see. There. Make it a little longer, maybe. And the rest of it, we cover with stone. So that. There. And then we go for this out here. I don't want any animals to accidentally go down here. And this is because we have this variation on. Some of these variations can cut through ground, as you can see here, and some of them can't. And it's basically figured out. Because I cannot remember it, so I just try to refigure it out every time I pull the habitat, basically. Just remember that I probably don't want to get too close over here, because when we add stones and trees and such, they may be able to climb to that point. So now you can see it actually wants to be down here, so I'm just gonna flip it to the unaltered thing. Something around that. And I'm just make sure to make a swoop here backwards so we can make sure that it will all covered. And that's pretty much where we are right now. Then I'm just gonna do this and just this one. I'm not gonna use this path afterwards. It's just so I have a idea. I will probably make a smaller path like I have over here. But just for now, I have a lay of the land. And that only took like half an hour? Yeah, that's why I speed up my speed builds. You can see from over here, the guests will be able to see a smidge in there. So we want the stone not only to... Sorry. Not only to go out this way, but also cover in a little bit this way. From this side, I don't think the guests should be able to go all the way around. So maybe just to here, so you have all of the side around there. Which may make me think that I want my keepers to go this way around. But we're gonna figure that out. Okay. Again, I do not know which animals will be here from day to day. I won't go in and change every time I change the animals or anything like that. But I know I want it to be tropical, so that's what we're gonna go with. Not a part of the world or anything like that. Good. So we start with this, and I simply... Oh, damn it. I have position snap turned on and random rotation. I do like when you can have a little, like, I would like to place them like this, but the thing is a lot of animals would be able to jump it over there, so we don't want that in this specific case. If you have an animal that can't even go up like this, then it's not an issue, but it can become very fast. And I always start with the bigger one, like this one. This will not become an issue though, because this jump will be too great for them. Most of them. And you also need to be aware, of course, that some of these you can just cover up afterwards with smaller things. I don't want to build out here with this one because it's simply too rough. I'm just doing this. And then I can have some smaller ones to cover that corner there. But you can see already here, you don't notice that boring gray color as much as you did before because there's no light on it. And it's not really like a pointy color compared to what else we have here. And then the same thing over here. And you can also do kind of another technique. Instead of putting it up and down all the time, you can simply just choose a height and then go around and like this. Then I pull it a little up here. Place some that doesn't really touch each other, instead of every time you do something pulling it up and down, then just do it more in a bigger scheme. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And once again up here. And we have a caretaker coming already. That's nice. Yeah, and because this is not a zoo I actually play, it's just to show off the mods, so I don't spend a lot of time with the game functions. Like, I have everything turned off if I can. Therefore, I don't have work zones either, because my keepers can't be tired. They can't be stressed or anything like that, so that's not an issue. So yeah, that's where we are right now. We need to figure out what we want here. Do we want this texture? I kind of dig this texture down here. Kind of dig it, but I'm not sure I want it like all the way around. I want a mesh, I guess. So I'm gonna find some animals, so we can go with the chimpanzee, western chimpanzee. Just let's take a big group of those. Yeah, I'm making a video for these guys next week for the Restart Master mods, so we have a few new color variations and such. Won't show you too much today, as you know. But who do we else have? Do we want an elephant in here though? That's maybe a good idea. Just one of each gender, I guess. Because it's really big, so can that get around without issues? What else do we have? Tropical. Tortoise, good idea. I think we just taking one of those because I don't want to deal with the baby boom. I don't want something that's too high maintenance when I don't have, like, actually looking at it with just looking at a habitat animal. Okay, so we have a climber. We have a climber, we have a big filler, and we have a small moving one. Should we take a bird? We could take a bird. Maybe a deer. Should we take some kind of deer? Let's take the Litle. Just taking a group of them. I don't have the settings on. So I take the Litle, and what was the other thing I wanted to take? That was a bird. Should it be the cassowary? Just because it's never shown anywhere. I don't think I ever done anything with it. So we take a couple of those. And just drop it in here. Yeah, these back here is because when I film like either 2 or 4 videos at the time. So I could have the animals back here backstage just to get them ready. So, in the meantime, on the other side of the world, we are gonna... I think I actually just want to miss these in between. So I won't have them like everywhere. I will just have them some places. Whatever, yeah, we're gonna make on its own afterwards. Also because I don't want to add any of the splash in if I'm need to move it afterwards, so therefore I need it to be where it's gonna end up. And if I ever make this too big, I can just pull out the path for the guest. That will not be an issue. There, I think. Okay. And we're gonna just pick another stone and then do the same, basically. Okay, this is just a me thing. There's some things I have a hard time with, and that is, for instance, that this perfectly squared thing stays here, so I will not be able to see it at all. Now it's not perfectly squared. I want this particular one to go in here. How about that? And the same one, because I really like the angle it have. So it's slow like the others here, but then it boosts up, as you can see, a tiny smidge in the middle on both sides. Take this up here, I think. Is that the wrong piece? Yes, it is. Yeah, I really like these where it's mushy only on the top side. It gives much more texture, I think. And if you ask me, texture is the first thing when I started building the game, or building in the game, actually understanding that you could do other things than just look at pretty animals, which also is a real fun thing, but it's a completely new game when you start building. And one of the things I noticed right away is that there's a lot of different beautiful textures in the game. And it's kind of like if you paint or if you... Yeah, pretty much whatever you do. When you are creative, textures are so important. if there's anything you want to do in a specific way, always look for the texture. The texture is actually more important than the color in some cases. Like, I can find the most beautiful pink color, but if it do not have the texture I want, then it can make it look more plastic or more Barbie or more something that I don't want it to look. I'm just using pink as a for instance, because I think most of the people watching my shit knows that I do like pink. So there. It's still visible, but it's better, I think. There, and then I hope the elephants can get through. We're gonna figure that out. Okay. Gonna go with this, I think, next. Maybe I could use, where is it? This piece? Yeah. Really like the top of this piece can both make and break this piece sometimes. Sometimes I really want to use it, but that is just too pointy, and other times like this, it actually works out really, really well. You see, this why it doesn't work anymore, because it goes into the grass, which I do not want it to. Yeah, I don't care about the grass. We can fix that afterwards, I guess. I think. And again, I'm not going for something specific. I'm just going for, I want things to be different. And I don't want these corners here. But I can fix that with this one, which I need to be careful with. So I'll go to number 2, but still 100% because I need it to just be working. There we go. Much better. But I do like that rough side out here. Don't I have a... Yes. I turn off random rotation. Just a second, guys. I have a cat screaming at me. Yes, that looks good. And then if I actually just wanted this to go flat, that's not... Huh? Why does it... When I flatten it here, it's the green side up. When I flatten it here, it's the... Wait, is this some new thing? Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. So if I do this, it will simply... Oh my god. That's great. Is that a new thing? I haven't seen it do that before. Or is it some of the mods I have that I didn't know did that? That's also a possibility. Like, I have a mod called Planet Zoo Plus, and it just makes the game get better. It does a lot of things, so it may also do this. I have no idea. It is a possibility. What if I wanted to make the area out here? Not a lot smaller, but just like... Give it this... a bit smaller area. Okay, but we'll have to relocate some of the stones. Yeah, so if I do that and then I go to flatten to terrain, then I need to be careful out here so it doesn't go down in the water. Yeah, it did that a little bit. You can see here it's rounded out. I don't have that rough edge anymore, but it's okay. Because then I'm just gonna flatten this too. Yeah, I do like this very much. I don't know why, it just makes sense. It's just gonna be there. It lives there now. Actually, instead of doing that, can I... Oh, there. Sometimes I press the V button accidentally. And again, around the waterfall over here, I think I'm gonna... Oh, I can make the stone here right now. I think... what do I want? I want this. This piece is good for this. And then I want something up here. I'm gonna turn on random rotation again, because here I want it to be more like a mesh of stuff. There. And then the open plane over here and a few rocks in here, I think. There, and then I'm going in with this one just to flatten out the top a bit. It is funny how a few of these are more green than the others, but yeah, and I think we're gonna leave the rest for now. Maybe when we have put in a lot of plants, we will change some stuff. I think our animals over here is about well done. Yeah, they are. Ooh, and we need to put in something to clean the water. We have people running and facilities. Cleany thingy. This doesn't need to be pretty because the guests cannot see it. We can also put in a little. I do like this variation though. There. Okay. Doody. Then I want to get a plant idea, which I normally do by doing this. We have so many beautiful proper plants. I love these. Okay, what do we have? We have these. I'm not showing you every single plant in the game. I'm just showing you like what we have as props. This is from the palm prop pack, and we have them in 3 sizes. Then we have these, which are from the same pack, and as you can see, these looks very much like something you already have in game. Both have these and these, but the thing is though, these I thought were flexi colored, but they're not. But they have this yellow color to the stem instead of the green one from the game, which for me make them seem more real. But we have these, but these are single leaves, so these I do recommend if you really like using these, make small puddles and save them as blueprints so you can reuse them. We have these dead trees. I'm not sure we're gonna go with them. These, but they do not really make sense to use in here, I think. I do like the texture though. Could we have this texture down here? If it like this? Maybe. Or we could make a path out of them. Then we have these from the exhibit box prop packs, which are props that are taking. They are already in the game. They are just locked inside of the exhibit boxes, so they just been pulled out. We have animals in here. We have the elephant moving. Okay. I'm just gonna see, where can you go? You can go over everything. Guess you can too, yes. The Niela can too, and you can too. You can actually jump it. That's... Oh, you can walk on the glass. Did not see that one come. Where's our tortoise? Back here. You cannot get out to this part, but that's kind of okay. Okay. So I want to build a bridge from here to there and from there to there. That's what I really want. But which kind of a bridge is a bridge? That was stupid to say. Okay. Like, how natural do we want the bridge to be? Small again. Okay, we're gonna go with tree. That's not right. Okay, caps lock off. Filters. Property. I want it to be climbable, first of all, because then I can use the same wood to build something climbable for the climbing animals. Okay, we have these, which I really like, but they are really rough. They're really thick. The rounded ones are not good bridge pieces. I do like these ones. They are flexi colored. Do also really like this one. This dark wood. I think they're not flexi colored. They're actually really cute as a bridge. They could be. Okay, if I just do this. I have no idea why the wood is ground is higher here than it is there. No idea. Anyway, if I do this and turn off random rotation, and then make it damn it. There. Mark both of them. Make it 3. I don't need the elephant to walk over this, but I need the keepers to get around it, at least. Stuff. Yes. Great. Okay, so I gotta combine them into one. Merge scenery into group. There. Move the entire thing a little bit over here. There. And then I want some kind of poles to keep it. I want poles and I want rope. You could be a good pole. Maybe a little thick, but that's not the biggest issue for today. So we're gonna set you off here. Here. Oh, sorry, I need them to still be in the same group. Same thing over here. That's not where I wanted you. There. And then I need to... in the middle, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna lower them afterwards. I'm just placing them too high on purpose. Then I go over here and write rope. And that's not made out of wood. There. I think it's here. Should it be the long one? Oh, the short one. I think the short one is better. But what I just need to... It's just because I want them to work on the same axe. So I'm gonna go from here to... this one. Yes. There. There and there. Then I need my rope. Pull it up. Ankle snap 45 degrees. There. And there. Then I lift them up, but the only thing I focus on is basically where I wanted looking at the top. Do not look at how much I have down here. I'm gonna lower that, so that's there, I guess. And then here. Then I take the 4 of them and hope that it then will do like this. And it seems like it does, so that's great. There. That wasn't exactly where I wanted it. So next thing I do is I look what can I push, and I think I can take these and push here a little bit. Then I take these and push a little bit. And definitely the last ones over here can also be pushed a little bit. Okay, did he just walk on my bridge? That's kind of impressive. But there, and then I'm gonna lower them. Or there, I guess. Do you reach the button? No. But that's okay. Let me just mark those two, Control X, and elongate it. I could, sorry, I could also just have taken a bigger one to begin with, but I think it's quite fine. Then I should be able to access Control D to copy it and move it over here. But over here, I'm gonna do it a little differently. So I leave it here. X. Turn off angle snap again. Push it this way. Twitch it a little bit. So here you can see it do not actually get close to the water now. Which it does over here. And here we will do centralize it a little bit. Then I need these pieces that were dark Australian plank. Control C. There we go. And here it is. So at Control X. Here we have it. I think 2 meter would be great. So I try to limit it up here. I'm starting with 45 degrees angle snap. That's too much. So go to 15 and say around there would be good. And then I noticed that they are not long enough, so I should actually just have used these. So to make it easier for myself, I can just hopefully get to pick all 3 of them at once. And then I give that bend I want. I do always use angle snap to do things like that, primarily because it makes it easier to do the same again on the other side. Control X and pull it out here where I want it. And then I'm gonna lower this, I think. Yeah. I could also like angle up the road so it would still meet here, but I don't think that will look great. I can try if I push this a little further down. Do I actually want this? It's not as bad as I thought it would be, so maybe we should just go with that. And now I should be able to pick all of these. Control X. And then move it around there. And hopefully it looks like we stayed on the same line, so I could just go for it here. Maybe it should just there. And now we have another bridge. So we have 2 different bridges made of the exactly same pieces, which I do like. Okay. I do not want too much, like I need an open view of the waterfall. So I want an open view in this angle. And I'm gonna make that easier for myself by taking the snow. I know this is probably weird. Snow here. No, because that's not gonna stay snow, so that was stupid. We're gonna do the sand instead. Gonna do the sand here. That angle should be open, and I need this to be partially open so you can look up here. But I do believe I can remember that part. I do want a few trees, but not a whole lot. I want this down here to be a sandy, bathy area. To be a little drier area. But I still want the rocks on the side. Maybe around there will look great. And here you can see that piece screws me over once again. So it's just gonna do like this. Okay. Then I want some really heavily foresty area, and that's for instance down here, so we're gonna go for that. This is gonna be so thick planted. But I will try to remember to use no... Well, I'm actually not, but if I wanted this to be a habitat where I want guests to see them, which again, I do not care about in this specific, because it's more about making the video to show off the animal in a good habitat. So normally I would go for not climbable trees over here. There. Want to use the same light soil in here to darken this up even further than it was. And I'm gonna pull it out here. Then I'm gonna go to 30% and just pull it out like this. So we're gonna have a more openly area here. The sand here is gonna move later, if I remembered. So here you can see it's just from a few trees. It's not as heavily planted as it is in here. However, we're gonna go with the short grass and just make a few patches around, still on 30%. It looks like the elephant taking his trying to pump himself up to be able to go over the bridge. Probably he shouldn't. Okay. I think we're gonna go for the trees now. No. I forgot enrichment. Well, first of all, the sleeping thing is gonna be in here. It's probably not enough for any of these animals. Ooh, I forgot that part. It's gonna affect the ground around it. That's not great. But it gives them a little peaceful place here. Actually think I should make this so overgrown so I'm not even sure the elephant are gonna be able to move over there anymore. Anyway. We want 2 of these like we did before, just in case we need them at some point. So we put 1 here, and then I think I'm gonna put 1 over here. Like so, I think. Then for food, we will of course have some climbers, which we want to pull up here. We will have some birdies, I assume some plant eaters, which could be around here without issue. And I do not assume we will have swimmers because they will have a swimming habitat. But some carnivores probably. So we could put the carnivores over here. Then we will go for here. Okay, food enrichment, what do we want? This I feel like actually I use often instead of these. So we're gonna go with this up here. It is interesting how they can walk on water if it's just close enough to the glass. Notice it's not glass it walks on, it's the water. Oh yeah. Eucalyptus, no. Frozen fish, yes. Let's put some frozen fish. I'm just thinking, because if I have monkeys, apes and such, I kind of want them to stay within this area. So we can put it down here in stone maybe. Frozen fish. Do we need frozen fish? Probably. We're gonna place them next to it. There. This one's really good. I love this one. There. The barrel feeder I feel like we should have within the trees over here. And I know it's gonna end in the water, but yeah. I don't feel like it's fair to put this one in here. Not really fair. Oh yeah. Just, we want some big cats over here and we want them to show off. So we want this to be a centerpiece in here. Well, off centerpiece probably. And there we go with the stupid terrain. I'm gonna put that down to 2. And we're gonna go up to 100% because I need control. It will not move more than that. That may be because of the water. No, it won't. Is it because of this thingy? Apparently. That was frustrating. Then we're gonna do like this instead, I guess. It's just weird because you can place it around water and it's not an issue at all. What was I doing? I was doing this. And a little mound in here. Okay, enrichment. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? We want a ball, of course. We need a big ball up here. No, because I think the elephants are gonna use these. So it will be in the big open area. Along with this thingy. The mirror mobile will stay over here in the background. That's fine, I guess. I think I can merge that in with the foliage, and then we want the bathing bowl, because why not? And it will be over here in the figure variation. Should we also have the smaller tire? I don't remember which animal uses it, but now it's here. And we need the bubble machine, I think. Up here. God damn it. What if I put it on these? I'm not allowed to. It will still do it. All the way back here. Can I smush that? There, and then just soften it out a bit. I think that's gonna do the trick. That was a lot more enrichment than I counted on, but we're gonna go with them. So let's see, trees. And now I need to think, because I want trees in here and then I want other trees out there. The ones I want around need to be big and bushy. Okay, I always think when I build a habitat, this is too big. Clearly not in here. It's a real big habitat. We could use these out here. That would be good. So we turn on random rotation once again. It's just to make it look that if you look through the other trees, that you have a really thick forest. You cannot see the light on the ground behind them, or you cannot see like anything that isn't a tree when you look through them, which I think is really important sometimes. You can see here the line out there with light. That's what I try to limit. So we will also probably place some bushes out there at some point. So I'm just looking because I want to be able to take some cute pictures of them climbing. So I need something climbable. And that limits a lot. Okay, I want these. These are beautiful. So I place a few of these. And then a few of these. And now we already have a much bigger idea about the foliage, I think. So if I go with this over here, this over here and over here and there. And then I go in with this part and put them kind of in the middle. Just to layer it a little more so it looks like it's not one specific kind of trees, but they are still like combining because you have some of the orange up here and some down here. And the same from over here, you can see them grow upwards. And besides, when you look over there, it looks great, if I may say so myself. Again, we are still working with a lot of stuff. We have so much more to look at. Over here, I want a few palm trees, but do we want these or do we want these? And do we need them to be climbable? I think these are the better ones. If I take the big one, I want that up here, and I want a big one down here to cover that. And then we're gonna go in with a few medium sizes. And then the smaller one. There. Oh, I didn't actually look at these. These also look great. But the funny thing is that we can place a few of these, only a few, because again, I want this to be a visible line so you can actually get an idea of the waterfall just from up here. So I built this and I built this and I need this in here, I think. And what I thought would be funny were to take a rope. Here, and I want the straight one because the straight one is so much easier to build with at this point. Then we need to go in here, travelable area, and we need to find a climbing animal. As you can see here, they do not climb these trees, I think. Do they? No, there's no climbing line in that. Why aren't there? When maybe it's the placement? Because it's the same tree over there. That's the weird part. Because the thing I really want to do is that I want to take the rope, find a green line, which is in here, as you can see. I'm gonna exit, and then I'm gonna try to angle it. I'm gonna try to find that green line in there. And it's difficult because, as you can see, we cannot see that much. So I'm gonna try different angles to make sure that I'm as close as possible to it. And I think I'm right inside of it right now. And of course I had random rotation on. So this is gonna be a bitch. So I'm gonna delete that tree, pick out this, Control Z, Control X, and then turn off random rotation. In my experience, the less overlap you have, the cleaner it will be, the crossover. So we want a clean, clean, clean. You don't need it to be perfect, but you need them to touch the green areas. And at the end, it's really easier to take that tree and move it a bit than going back and try to retouch over here. Unless you take the whole goddamn thing. That's also a possibility. Yeah, here you can see they want over, but they have issues getting there. So we're gonna move this. And we gotta... I think within the stem here, they had a green one. Oh, I cannot see it. I think it's in there. I don't think I can do it much better than that, so we're gonna take a look. And I think we have it. Now they can climb over there. And it's not like it's a big bulky thing, so you actually don't notice it that much, if you ask me. I like that. That's great. That's kind of cool. More of that. Can we get more of that, please? Okay, so if I take one of these and move over here, then I kind of want to do the same thing, but a little lower over here. So we're gonna take that, Control D. That's not gonna work. We have we need trouble area, the monkey chunkies. Monkey chunky, there you are. Why do you have no lines in this? Now you have lines in that. That's great. Okay. I don't know what happens. What if I turn it around? I can see the same tree right there having these without issue. So it should work. Okay, I'm gonna try to add a line in there. And then we're gonna see about that. Okay, that should be a line. And then I'm gonna just find the angle I want. I want it to be more angled that way, I think. And then... Oh, pushed it a bit quite that way. I have no idea what the issue is. Do we want a yellow tree over here? I don't think that... Well, it actually doesn't look bad. But it does... It's not tall enough. We have this one. It could be. I don't like this one. Could I get it to hit this point here? Now we're gonna go over here again and see. And now they can climb over there too. It is weird that this doesn't reach the ground. Maybe there's not enough space for them to do that. Oh. God damn it. There. So I'm just gonna... Like so, I think. Okay, the elephant doesn't like it. Yay! It climbed over! Yeah! Okay, great. In general, I think we should have one over there, but I'm not sure about it. Actually, I like them to climb up and down. And it's a very, very easy way of, now I can't see how much climbable area that counts for because I have it turned off. But it's a very easy way to give them in something that isn't just up and down, and make them use more of the habitat very, very easy. So I really enjoy that. Yay. I think I'm gonna continue these trees on this side because even though I don't want as much forest on this side, I still want the forest appeal of it. So I'm gonna go rough here. And doesn't matter that it overlaps, even though it's climbable, I'm pretty sure they can't get up there. Total. And the stones also look better when they're in the shadow, I think. Oh. Once again, if you have any questions while I do this or something you want to see from another angle to understand better, just tell me and I will try to get around it. Okay, so I go and delete climbable and look at the rest of the trees. I do love these, so we can put these in here. I've been using these a lot lately on my main channel. They're just so beautiful and they bring in so much light because they are, like, compared to some of the other greens, they are a more yellowish, lighter coloration. So this spin in between, I think, can give something quite beautiful. Would it be too much if if I place this one here, then I block it off. But over here, I think it's fine. No, it's not. It's blocked it off more than it already were. We could take a smaller one and then place in here. Don't want too much over here. Okay. This is the small one, which is the big one. This is the big one. I don't want that. The small one is cute though, but it's really like firm. There's not much openness about it. Some of those really small trees kind of frustrates me sometimes. This could be good because it will bring in something. Like, there's nothing behind that you actually need to see that you will lose if I place it there. Actually, we're gonna put it the other way. It's just because I want to make it look like it felt naturally, and this big root could not be out here. There was not enough place. So I think it's better that way. I could put some of these in here in between just to make it even more... Oh, not like that. Foresty. Turn on random rotation once again. It is something that I forget a lot. I am aware of that. I could put some of these up here because they do allow a lot of light. And these are basically built, or designed's not the right word. But the thing is, these were... Actually, the idea of these is the fact that down here they grow places in real thick forest. So there's not enough light down here. So they will just grow real fast to get up in the light and then have all of the leaves in the top. Which, again, I can acknowledge plants that just want to survive so badly. So I kind of like that aspect of it. It's just like this on its own is kind of weird. But this is one, when they grow, they try to get a little bit of sunlight, but all of these leaves will be lost as soon as it can get up there. So if I put it in there and then put something else around it. I could take those just to have a little bit of climbing over here also. Well, if this was a habitat with escape turned on, those trees on the back would give me issues. But because it's not, because I'm lazy like that, not an issue. So now you can actually see there's a cave in there, but it's a hard time actually seeing what's else in there. Okay. I still want something here, I just don't want it to be big. Don't I have one of those? Yay! And the smaller one. Well, in my mind, this is a bush and not a tree, but I can live with it. And then the big one in here, I think. That's actually pretty great. Okay. Next step, plants. And now is where I get confused, because in my mind, this is not a tree. This is a plant. But I do see where, again, why you... Like, if it's classified as a tree, then it's a tree, but it's just... Doesn't look like that, if you ask me. And the smaller foliage will pull the habitat more together by being more all around, where the big trees is more in section. That's kind of cute to put them like that. And we do still have random rotation turned on, just if someone didn't know. No. I also like these, but I do not see where they belong here specifically. And if you don't belong here, then you shouldn't be here. That's how easy it is. So we're gonna skip trees and jump to, I don't think, again, subaquatic. I don't know why we have that possibility to put something in there when we do not have any subaquatic plants in the game. And the ones that are subaquatic are not listed as subaquatic. Again, water lilies would be great to put in there. Oh, I love these. These are one of my poofy plants. These and these. Elephant ear plant and bird nest fern. They are my poofy in there plants. Like, no matter what I build, I will always use at least one of these if it is a possibility, because they just bring in, again, a lot of light, a lot of color, a lot of things that we really want to be in there. And you can just push them in. I rarely use the small ones though. It's mostly the bigger ones I use, but I still think they can do a great deal, even though I just put a badge in here. If you focus on that group I just put down there, from over here they bring in so much more light in that specific area, so therefore they're just beautiful, 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 and you don't need to think a lot about it, to be honest, which also helped me out because I have builds where I need to focus a lot in some areas, so it's really helpful to know when I get to this point I can just shut off my brain basically and just throw these in there. I would, with that said, I would love to get more foliage in the game. Like, even though these, as I say, I use these and these pretty much the same way. There's still more plants that you could use also the same way, and it will give a different finish to it. Hmm. Mhm. And some over here. They can also cover some of those stupid edges that I just do not like. Would we like a... We can put that out here, I guess? Yeah. And maybe here. A few of those. This, though, is a plant where I will use all of the size. Not always all of the size, but I do enjoy using them individually, sometimes in groups and whatever, because they are very different. I do not use the small plants where when you use more of them, they will just start looking like the big plant. Then I rather just use the big plants. I do enjoy these very, very much, but they do not fit in everywhere, if you ask me. Cordyline plants, in my mind, these are shadow plants, and I'm not sure if it's right or wrong, but it's just how I see them. Because of the color just does so much more when you get into the darkness with them again, and they contrast the green plants that I use for roughly the same thing so much more beautiful. As you can see here, it makes the green greener to have something this contrasting in there. And add a few of them over here also. Keep in mind that some of the animals that I would put in here probably would eat a lot of the foliage. But yeah, that's what happens sometimes. Yeah. Do. Some of these. We can put these in here. Under these. Again, I do really enjoy building building up foliage in habitats. Yeah, I also enjoy building habitats, but building up things around other things make those things much more unique, I think. This is also a plant where I use more all of them, because especially this halfway is really good if it's around building or in general around things. And this is very good if you have something like you want to place it in. But most open places I would go with this variation. I'm not going to put as many of them in here because we have an overflow of greenish already. But I would like to just throw them in between some of the others. Not to add more green, but just here it's more a texture question. And you have more shadow in there now. Overlapping shadow. Do also really enjoy building with these, but I think we are kind of getting to a place where it isn't about beautifying anymore. Now it's just about adding more and more stuff. I do enjoy, actually, I would love to put the big one here, but I'm pretty sure it's climbable. So if I put it here and I take a look at where the... can you walk on it? You shouldn't be able to walk on it, no. But the chimpanzees may. No, it's not. But it just takes up that walkable area. So if I do like this instead, would that change something? Just gotta check that again. Where did you go, monkey monkey? That was the elephant. There you are. Okay, you cannot climb it. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have seen some animals climb them. Take a medium and sit down here. In between there. There. And maybe some of the smaller one around it. Yay. Small, small, small. And medium over here. And maybe a biggie in between. Like so. These are also quite beautiful. I don't use them as much. I'm not sure why, because I really like them. And again, you can just smush them in there and they are taller than the others, so they give something a little differently there also. And it also have one where it's everything is on the other side, which I also like. There. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always take this because this is basically this without the hingy thing. And if I just push it in, then the hingy thing is not there. So I can just vary it that way instead. Oh, another thing I actually always forget to mention, if you want more Planet Zoo friends, there's actually a discussion, or what's it called? If you go to Steam, I can just, wait, pull it up here. You can see my Steam, right? Yeah. Okay. If you go to discussioner, I think it's like discussions in English. I'm not sure what it's called. But there's all of these conversations going on, and there is one. I thought that it would show what I'm looking at. I don't remember what is it called. Something with friends, I think. I think it's this conversation where it's basically in the few weeks I had the game, I loved it more and more. I started to upload patients. No, it's not this one. But there is a conversation. If I find it, I can link it below on this video after I'm live right now. Anyway, there is a discussion in here for people who seek. Oh, maybe I can see it over here. Kommentar. No, apparently not. That's interesting. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. But there is a discussion in there for people who just want more Planet Zoo friends. I'm in there. And I know there's a lot of people in there. I haven't added like everyone, but everyone in there who wants to add me can freely do so, and other friends. And it's more like just having people, for instance, when I put up speed builds, I actually also put it up on my Steam with screenshots. So some people want to see them there, but it's also when you're in your game, you know, the big globe in the main entrance, you can actually use that and go and visit your friends. I can see in here, I do not have anyone in here right now. Yesterday I was building for my main channel. I have 14 people watching my zoo at the time, visiting it, and it just brings in more life and the idea of community and the feeling of, hey, people care about what I'm doing. So if you want more Planet Zoo friends specifically, there is a group for you where you can go. Again, I can put it on the community tab if on both my channels, actually, if anyone wants to see it, if I find it. I get a beep once in a while where someone new have added in there, just wrote, just add me, feel free to. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's, yeah. It depends on how I feel that specific day. But it's just, it makes it a little more fun, if you ask me. Especially, like, if you can... Oh, we just got 2 people in here. We have... how to pronounce this? SW Sky Dancer in here, for instance, who is really, really friendly. We have also actually commented quite a few times on each other's screenshots. And I just love that he started building more. And I think it's he, I'm not sure. And he mostly likes what I build, I think. But it's just nice to have. It's not like my deepest, darkest secrets we share. It's just like an online friendship over something we really enjoy doing, both of us. And it's just, you can inspire each other and you can just help each other out and such. So it's a really nice community to be a bigger part of. So if you want that, that's in there. You can of course also add me. I think there's a limit to how many Steam friends you are allowed to have. I'm not sure. I haven't reached it at all. I think I have like 20 or so at the most. Sometimes I remove people who comment things I don't want to see. I have no tolerance with that. Like, it's supposed to be fun for me to do these things. I do not want people asking about my boobs or about my body, about my sexual orientation or anything like that. That's not why I'm here. But besides that, I'm in general quite friendly, I think, around those kinds of things. We just got another one. We also have an NYTK 654 and we have C Lew C again. People's Steam names are weird. I think mine is either Nisse or Nisse Heart or Nisse 93. I think that's it. But again, you can do what you want to. And again, you don't have to add me or anyone else. It's just if you want to, feel free to. I think I just want a few nice patches of these. They are so beautiful. Honestly, it's one of the most genius mods ever. This is also from the exhibit prop pack, where it's literally everything that have this green leaf in the top is. It's basically just, yeah, everything for the exhibit boxes that are useful that's been pulled out. The same with these. And sometimes they're just so much... No, not these. Not these, but there's some pieces that look like them that are. They are more woody, the ones from the boxes. But it's just like everything that could be useful, you have the opportunity to use. And it's not always about whether something is useful. It's more about having the opportunity. Like, there's a lot. I have or I had every single prop mod there is for Planet Zoo. And sometimes it's more about having things available to you than actually using it. Um, I do really, really enjoy when I just can still to this day find something that is in my menus down here that I just haven't noticed before. And suddenly want to build with. Sometimes there's also something that I really don't know what to do with. It happens. We just got the toilet pack, I'm gonna call it. It's not what it's called. I love it. So we can make actual toilets now, but they won't be functional for the game, sadly. I think we're gonna stop that there. Maybe we should put some of these in here. Again, orange is again a great contrasting color to the green. You can't see it though, but yeah. Tomato vines, no. These I like these a lot for the color and for the differentness of them, but I rarely know what to do with them, to be honest. Bushes, I don't think we. Oh yeah, we have a lot actually to do here. We didn't put anything like. If you ask me, this could be a great South American or African jungle. Maybe South Europe. But it's not very Asian, so maybe we need to make another Asian version of this because I would be disappointed to put like the Red Panda remaster in here or something like that. It seems wrong. And I don't think these fit in anymore, to be honest. Yeah, here you can see this is the mud version of them, and sorry, it was not 1-to-1. This is the game version, and then you can go in and find the mud version where you can see the legs are yellow. For comparisons, we could have some of these bushes, but I really don't think we need to. We could, however, place some of them over here just to put in some. I'm not sure if this is gonna affect any screenshots or anything like that, but just leave it there for now. And I don't think we have a lot of tropical flowers of some weird reason. Well, you do, it's just Asian, all of it, I think. Okay, these could be great in here. But personally, I would also argument that there's a difference in flower. This is a button flower. It's supposed to be in the button of something, like under something, and this is a showpiece sticking up. Just to, like, you can see the difference in them. I know it's not legit like something that people say or talk about, but it is something that matters to me. Because it gives a completely different view, and I think you should have both kind for every single biome. But if you are, I built tropical Africa the other day, and there was just not a lot to choose between. I think we're gonna keep these flowers up here mainly because I put so many of them down at this point. So to not let them take over the entire habitat, I think. Just down here. But the animal seems to like them. So that's great. Then we have some of these, which are more yellowish in it. Oh gosh, my computer starts annoying me. I think the animals can get through flowers. Not all plants, but flowers I think is on the list that they can do. So... we can place them up here. Wait. Yep. And then, of course, we need something pink in here because why not? We cannot do every single color and then miss the pink. Okay, that's a little aggressive. Do you not like my flowers? Okay, either they really like them or they really hate them. Hey. Just my dad coming home. Should we have some of those down here to bring in, again, a little light? And I know I say a little light a lot, but it is basically what we're going for with this. The more light you can get in there, the more the view of the beholder is dragged in there. And it could be really... really interesting. So... that's cute. I do also really enjoy these, but I do not understand what the difference with this and some of the plants are. So, yeah. Yeah. Then I'm gonna work a little bit background and go to the stones because we have something over here we haven't finished quite. And that's, of course, the waterfall. So we're gonna push you in here. And... oh. Turn off V again. And... there, and then I actually also wanted some stones up here. I just totally forgot in the middle of all of it. And it's because the water need a good reason to split. So I wanted some stones to strengthen. I turn off random rotation again. Strengthen this piece out here so it would naturally choose to split off instead of going in here. Like so. It's not a lot, but it's just a little detail. Then I want the water over here to go faster than the water over here. And that illusion will be made by stone. So first, I'm just gonna... that not gonna work. Because the mush wouldn't grow on these rocks here. But I thought maybe I should just start by limiting the amount of water here. Just like that. And then I would like to have some of the more mushy stones placed up here, so the mush will go around them. Or the mush will be placed on top of the water. I'm not planning on having like a million rocks in here. That's not what I'm going for. I just want to have an opportunity to have things a little more, like making the water move more around them. Need a stone under that. There, and then we can put some of these up here. Turn off ankle snap and sorry guys. It's just that time of the year where you forget to have enough clothes on because it feels hot and then suddenly it's cold and it's just there at this point. There, I think. Yay. Okay, guys, are we ready for the water? My computer aren't because it's heating up at this point. Well, it's cooling down. It's the vents, the blowing thingies going amok. So if I suddenly need to close down, you know why. But did it. Okay. First of all, we need to figure out up here. I just want water. I want water coming down and nothing else. Over here, I kind of want the water to struggle to get down. And here I want normal waterfall. Yeah. So I'm not sure if that beeping showing off is in the game. Anyway, we just gonna place a few things down here. I have random rotation turned off just to make sure that nothing happens that I don't want to happen. And maybe down here I want a... No, not more than that. Okay, we could have like something like this. But we don't have a straight one. This is clearly too big. The same with these. We could have this going on, but then I want to like kind of merge it in some way. So it doesn't look like the same one we already have. So if I did like tilt it a bit, hold it in there, turned it a little there. Well, we almost can't see that, so I don't think that's the biggest issue at this point. And again, plants, we can just add more of them later if we want to. I just placed this to give it some nice colorated texture in there, and I can do the same with these. And I can hopefully water will show what close up most of this. There we go. And if I write 3, what do you come up with? Have these that have nice texture, but I think they're too big at this point. Same with these. These are also for the exhibit box prop pack, pulled out of the tropical exhibit box. Not a lot. So should we just try to start with the water? I must say, I do enjoy using this. But you need to be aware of it. I will also use it in this Saturday speed build. I did that yesterday. But you need to be aware of the fact that you can only see it from one direction, so it's really hard to get the way you want it. Now it's easier here because you actually have a fair amount going on, so I just want them here. And it just gives this drizzling feel of something down here. But now you can see it's too close out there. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna cheat a tiny bit again. And make it go in there. Push it out a little bit and push it down a little bit. And now it isn't completely lined up. You can see it's out here, but it doesn't really matter because you would either see it from here or here where you can't see it because it's not visible that way. So now we have the water going on. Now we just have to build on it. Fountain, fountain, fountain. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Jet, jet, jet. Splash. I do enjoy a good splash. Splash, splash, splash. Would we like splash here or waterfall button? I think I actually want splash. And I'm just gonna tuck them in here the best I know how. Like so. But it is also hard because you need to align it, or if you do like this, you can see right away it will look funny if you take pictures from down there. Since I do not plan to do it in this zoom, then it's not a issue. Also have rapid foam, and rapid foam is gonna be very, very useful up here to make it seems like the water going really, really fast. And we can just push it in different places. I just gonna test the height of it because here you can see it's too high. We want it to be down here. And then the further we get up here, the more in between area there will be. And now it looks like the water goes really fast over here compared to over there. These does also go a long way. So as you can see here, the splash from there actually carries on to around here, but it's less and less visible, so it's not the biggest issue. But it may become one. Rapid splash, which is this one, which we want to have down here as well. And once again, I'm just gonna try to line it as good as I can. There we go. There, and this one I actually want to have also over here. It's special because it will cover some of that. And then back here we will also have it. And this is also good places where here you can see it would like hit the edge of the stone. Can cover some of that. Like edges of stones would really make water try to change angle. And then just a little bit in the middle because there could be a rock in behind or something like that. Then I'm gonna take this one just before I forget. And make it go the right way. Angle snap, 45. You can see here it looks like the water goes upward. We want it to go downwards. So here I wanted to get again as close as possible. And then there. But I'm gonna give it that little angle, turn off, and allow the water to go like that. Then I'm gonna try to align it again upwards, pull it out, and move it down here. Just so it covers the stone behind. And now it already looks very, very different. Splash waterfall button. Button 5, button 10. I think we're gonna use button 10 here. And just... oh, damn it. Try to get the right angle so it doesn't seem to be over or under the water, but just a part of the water. So we're gonna... that was a little much maybe, but it's there. Same thing down here. And add a few of them over here as well, just to add more. Again, we have that extra splash over here because of all of the things on top of it. Button midsection. Now the fun begins because this clearly is made for water to go down on this side, away from the blue. But the blue could also be upwards. And then it falls down like that. Issue being, if we do that, then I need it to be placed like this far above the waterfall, which I do not like. But if we put the blue downwards, like so, then we get this instead. So... first of all, am I the only one who's confused about this. So I think at this point, the best thing I can do is try to hit it with this angle. So it goes outwards and downwards. That's the best I can see I can do at this point. So we're gonna try. Which I just screwed myself, of course. Okay. We're gonna try that, but again. Midsection. Okay. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna use the V. And then we're gonna use the X. So I want the blue to go that way. I think. There. And then I can just smush it in here. And I made waterfalls yesterday, so you will see that in the speed build for Saturday. But as you can see, it's easy to get confused on these. I would wish that we had a better water. Everything. Oh no, 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 now they go this way. I don't want them to be up there either. Wait. What can we do? Yeah, we... if we try to do like this... And then I try to cover the top with something else. I think that's the best I can do at this point. Just to make them stand this way. It's just a little frustrating that it can't be done any better than that. And maybe it is possible that it's just me who haven't figured out how to, but it's... I just wish that it would work. And it's an issue up here, but then again, I can, if I want more down here, it's not an issue anymore. I thought. But then that happened. Why did that happen? Oh. I don't understand why I need to go all the way out here to be visible down there. Then I actually rather not have it extra. Midsection, murky button, murky button, murky mid, murky mid, murky. Top 10 meter. And then we just need this, I guess. Here's the things also that I think these are supposed to... I'm just looking down here. Yeah, I think it's supposed to point away from where I want it to go, which again is a weird thing. But this splash could hopefully cover some of the other lack of splash. So I'm just gonna pull it down a little bit, and then we're gonna see here. There. there, and so now it's at least looked like something. Again, it looks great from out here. It just doesn't do that from close up. Down here, down here. And these you can actually also use a little bit to amp off this, as you can see. But you need a certain width. You can't, like if I go up here where I just have the one stone, then it would look weird that the splash is just such a big area. You could go 45 meters instead. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave the waterfalls there. Because if I start picking too much at it, everything I add, it will be very difficult to remove again. And I don't want that. And I do like them the way they are now. So let's see, what do we want in here? Why don't we? Eh? Oh, it's because it's set to 5 meters. Okay. Kind of dig these, but we already have them in here. Over here, I use that up there, which is nice. And I use this here. So I could use my favorite wood over here. And yes, I have favorite wood. And if you have an issue with it, then congratulations. Oh. There we go. Only a meter, I think. There. Yes. If I try to aim for the brown area, roughly. I think we're gonna end you there, and then we're just gonna remove the path here that we didn't want. I think we're gonna put you there and then add a rock in between here. Maybe some of the smaller one. Tropical. Random rotation on. Maybe that one. Oh, now I know my confusion. I pressed random rotation all and not just random rotation. Then a little bit of you guys in here. So nicely. Yay. And then we go for the pathway. Roughly around here, I guess. Use J to make it go down, and then I only wanted that meter. I don't want it to be more. Maybe I wanted 2 meter. It will hit the ground, it's just the angle it's going for. There. And just to confuse it a little bit, then I wanted to do it. Something like that. Yes, and then we're gonna go for this one. There. And then the same over here, roughly around here. What if I made one here? And one here. And then just a little higher, something around there. And then make it wider so it fit the other. I think it was 7 I went for. Nope. 6. Yeah, it seems more right. Ta-da! And the guest can come over here. Then I just want to take this. Oh, I don't. I do not want that. I want to take this. Okay. First of all, I want to double these. Oh. And the width. Maybe a little more. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna... Oh. Try to take... If I do this, then it should be wide enough. Yeah. And then we take these. X, move it down here. Click it on, and then I... Oh, no. And then move these down under instead. And I actually want you to move completely under. And there. And in there. And then I just have to move these two a little bit, I guess. Okay. And then I think I will add another one out here. Oh, you shoot in a little more. There. Oh. And then we could put you here. But how high should you be? Probably around there. Then I just ankle snap off. And then X just to line it up really nice and easy. Again, I try to put something straight and something that's not straight, so it's not gonna be easy. Then I'm gonna take the legs and elongate it. And again, had I just taken the longer variation of them, it wouldn't have been an issue. But it is, because I'm stupid. So there, and then I'm just gonna control X to move one over here. Try to line it up very around there, and then I want one on this side over here also. Oh, it's because I have two of them. I forgot. Should I have one more then? I'm gonna put this one over here, and then I can see if I want another one. It doesn't seem like the guest want to go down here, so that's where we are. I actually think the three of them is fine. Yeah, I like that. I really do like that. And what I really like also about the 1/2 meter, it's not an issue here. If you make this too high, or the single meter, then you will have a gap in here and you need to do something. But here it's totally fine. And then we just try to take what's out here and make it match in there a little more. I have no idea why I fast forward. And then I swing a little faster out here. And then I go to 50% and soften the edge of it out here. So we don't drag the ground all the way down. Same here, I just soften a little bit, soften around. And then I go to 100, make the radius a little smaller so we don't go into the habitat, and then I just go to town with this. And this can just go all the way up to here without issues. I actually think I do want the staff path to be this side. Yeah, I think I do. Then I want just to have some nice platforms out here as well. For some nice dining and relaxation. There and there. Okay. I actually think I'm gonna stop for now because my brain is pretty much overloaded at this point, guys. So the thing is, this Sunday I have a relaxing Sunday on this channel where I don't really have anything to do. So I think I'm gonna make the outside here area there then instead, because I can feel my brain is overloading. So I think we just gonna move around a little bit, take a look of everything the way it is. I actually like that the elephant is higher than that. Just where we are now, and then why did I place this just in front of the bush? It should be over here or over here. Probably over here because this is a really good viewpoint. I didn't think of that. It's here, right? Yeah. So we just gotta move this a little bit. It is the smallest thing sometimes that can change things. That's much better. Here you get an open viewpoint of everything you want to see. And what about over here? Because people will gather under these. That's not a good viewpoint. Well, it is if you're going for this and this, though. What about over here? What do you see here? Okay, you get the waterfall here. So you get the waterfall on 2 of them. I do like the baiting elephant. That's cute. If I want up here, this... Oh my god, the monkey's sitting up there. This would be a good viewpoint, but it probably would conflict with this a little bit. And I do actually like that you come up and you can just this way see the waterfall. You cannot see that if we move that one over. So I think it's what it should be at this point. Oh, I can see the dinghies. I can see the dinghies. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. But besides that, guys, I really think I accomplished something here today. I really like this. Yeah, guys, I'm really happy about this. As I mentioned earlier, my brain just died. Is the and then you have the sand area over here, where you can see here all the way around, and you can look down here if you want to. Yeah, I will finish the surrounding area Sunday on this channel. I will make a community tab with the link for the friend request thingy if you want Planet Zoo friends. It does motivate me a lot to want to build things more, because I know not only can I like to show them out of my channel. I do enjoy that a lot. But I also just really enjoy... Please say you're only sleeping. Yeah, he's only sleeping. Great. The aspect that people can actually go and visit the zoo. That's really something I like a lot. I'm really happy about it. I do think your friends actually need to be online or in the game for you to visit the zoo. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if when I leave a zoo, if I kick people out of it so they can see it if they haven't seen all of it, or something around that. But yeah. And can we just agree that this is forest? It's just, you can see the light out there, but besides that, and you see the light over here. But I'm just... Oh, we have an albino cutie. Okay, the cassowary have really been breeding. But yeah. Imagine just going to work and then going in here. That would be great. Like... Yeah. I'm not sure about what you guys think, but I'm happy. I'm really happy. Oh my gosh. Again, could I make the waterfall prettier? Yes, if I had like 3 weeks or so to do so. But when I go that much into detail, I cut out in the speed build roughly 3 hours or so of me just trying something, deleting it, trying over, adding something, change the angle as much. And I'm not sure you guys want to see me do that, to be honest. a lot of it will just be trial and error with the waterfalls. The technique here with the glass wall I learned by Nicholas Leinreiter. Rudy Ren Camel, a German Plan Zoo player, my brother to the south, and or neighbor to the south. It's more likely. And in general, he's also he's a really good player. He has so much inspiration in the best possible way. There's sometimes where I see his videos where I would have done that differently, but I'm pretty sure you're sitting with the same feeling when I build, so it's totally fine. So yeah, is there anything else you really want to see? Different angles, animal you want me to zoom in on, or anything before we leave today? Now is the time to tell me in the live chat. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it. Okay, I'm kinda. If I can get a chimpanzee to like, can I see a chimpanzee that's about to go over? I think this one is. Yeah, he is. Camera. I just need to. Oh, just up and down again. Okay. Oh, someone's after you. Okay. I understand. That's cute. And again, this chimpanzee is one of the mods I will look at next week. So we will get a close-up of them and everything next week because they are cutie pies. And, well, they are a little ugly, but in the cute way. Swimming baby elephant. So cute. Really, these like pictures are one of the reasons why I really love playing in this game. And I come back to this game over and over, and at this point I'm just afraid what happens next when Frontier doesn't stop supporting the game anymore. Like I'm still like, what's next DLC? Like, could we at a point get a plan to 2? I don't think a lot of people in the community believe in it. However, there is a lot of features that I don't see coming in a DLC. Some of that is just manually, like some of the menu could have been done better. Some of the animations could have been done better. Some of the just smaller things could have been done. Not sure what happens there. Could have been done a little bit better. Can you not get off that? No, okay. That's weird. So we just gonna jump you over here. I guess that's the same for you then. What? How did you get there if you're not able to get off it? Interesting. Yeah. But there's just small things in the game, but times like this where you just relax and play really makes it worth it. Like, again, I've been playing for a year at this point, and I'm so into it. I think I have more hours in it than most people have at this point. Not all people, but most people. Like, I have 1,915 hours in the game. And normally, like, games I have been playing for a while, plays I have loved. Farming Simulator 22, I have 680 hours. So that's not a hell of a lot. I have City Skylines, that's new though. I only have that half a year or so, so I have 500 hours there. Crusader Kings 2, I really love. I have less than 100 hours in it. And it's just, yeah, how it is. Some games you just keep coming back to, and some of them you play and have a wonderful time and probably never getting back to. And that's just how it is being a lover of games. You're so beautiful, no matter what they say. Now they're all up here. Really, really interesting. Anyway, guys, as I mentioned, we are gonna leave it here. So I'm just gonna zoom in on myself because I like to be in focus. And you can only hear me at this point, I think, not the game. Yeah. So so I don't need to talk that loudly, I think. Yeah, I have an issue with moving away from the mic into the mic, yelling at the mic, talking low volume, and I try to make it pleasant for you to hear, but I also know I have a annoying voice and I have these tendencies to just yell at you guys, so I'm sorry about that. But besides that, guys, as always, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys.